Hey guys, can you hear me? I got on this funky headband that's got Bluetooth speakers in it. It's like a bandana with Bluetooth speakers. Just let me know if you can hear me. Hello? Is there anybody in there? Okay, Carla Ray says she can hear me. Now this is not going to be a long live. Hey D-Rod, it's not going to be a long live. I'm going to get back to my cool fall day curled up watching my Netflix. But had a visitor, so I put my Netflix on pause. They left, picked up my phone, just cruised through YouTube real quick, and I caught Tiffany Marie live. Hello, Zero, Rhonda, Squirrel, D Rod, Reagan, Crystal, Sunnyside. Um, hey, Sunnyside, if you have the link to, well, never mind, I don't have permission to do that. I was going to say, can you drop the link to Tiffany Marie's GoFundMe? But I don't have permission to do that. So, and I know Tiffany Marie said she didn't want to bring it over here. So, out of respect for her, I'm not going to do that. But so I heard Tiffany went live, and I just popped in there real quick. It was, it wasn't the raging, screaming Tiffany. Hey, Jamie Lynn. It was basically Tiffany addressing Laura. And from what I could hear, Tiffany didn't say anything out of pocket. She wasn't going at Laura. She just found it really crazy that Laura would question her GoFundMe that she put up so that she could afford hotel rooms and things like that while her son is battling cancer. But yet then Laura turns around and puts up one because her daughter has gotten her heart broken and a wedding has been called off, a relationship has ended. And Tiffany basically said that she didn't care that Laura had a GoFundMe. Nobody cares that Laura has a GoFundMe. And I would have said this all to Laura, but because she's a coward and has me blocked. Now she knows I don't fuck with her. She knows I don't mess with her. I don't sit in these little groups talking about Laura. I don't go live about her every day or every time I hit the live button. It's not about Laura. I don't watch Laura. But after I saw where Tiffany went live and then I saw where Laura, after 4 attempts, went live, I thought, well, this has got to be in rebuttal to what Tiffany said. Why she feel the need to rebut it, I don't know. Because Tiffany didn't say anything out of pocket about Laura, her daughter, the circumstance. Even Tiffany was even sympathetic with the feeling of what it feels like to be a parent and your child be hurting and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So I couldn't understand. I was like, what could Laura possibly say about this? Well, in typical Laura fashion, Laura perplex QT or whatever. Hello, Ash. Hey, Bolo. But in typical Laura fashion, Laura makes it sound like, no, she doesn't make it sound like, she says it repeatedly. Oh, I didn't know you had to have a dying kid to put up a GoFundMe. Laura You have got to be the most uncouth bitch I have ever come across in my life. First of all, David is not dying. He is fighting every single day. He is fighting a battle. So for you to not say that just once, but a couple times, keep in mind, Tiffany never had an unkind word to say about Laura and her daughter's situation, which is a broken relationship, a busted marriage, and Laura wants to go to Vegas. Now, if Tiffany would have come on here and was reaming Laura's ass, I would have been like, okay, Laura, have your little clap back. Yeah, I have a hard time, comparing the two. Your daughter has a broken heart and you want to take her to Vegas. Tiffany has a son who's fighting for his life and she wants to be able to afford to stay in hotel rooms close to the hospital, whatever hospital he's in, because of his treatment. ATL. But to say not once, not twice, but I think for the short time I was in there, 3 times. Well, I didn't know you had to have a dying kid. Hold on a minute. Sorry, it's a little crazy here right now. Like every, almost every family dog there is here. It's like a doggy playground here right now. But to say that, and I thought, you cold bitch. You cold bitch. Tiffany, if you're listening, which you're probably not, because you're probably busy tending to your son who needs every minute of your attention, and deservingly, he should have every minute of your attention. I'm sorry that a mother, that anybody, but that a mother would come on here and repeatedly say, a dying kid. Fuck you, Laura. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Don Marie. Fuck you. Again, that young man is not dying. He is fighting. He is fighting for his life. Choose your words, Laura. Choose your words. And Laura, this whole, well, I'm a single mother of 3. No, bitch. You're a mother of 3 and you're single. Are you going to still be saying you're a single mother of 3 when you have grandbabies running in and out? You don't get to use that tag your entire life. You have adult children. If anything, you have one at home under the age of 18 that you're still financially responsible for. I don't get to say that my almost 40-year-old son that I'm a single mother. I'm single and I'm a mother. But see, here's the whole thing. I don't care about her GoFundMe to go to Vegas with her daughter. But for her to even think that it is remotely comparable to what Tiffany's going through right now. And if Tiffany would have come on here and was trashing her and trashing Laura's daughter and shit, I'd have been like, Laura, go have at it. I don't get you, Laura. And I tried to come into your chat and tell you that you sounded like an idiot. But as soon as I typed my words, I realized I was blocked. And that was before you made the statement about the dying kid. So I thought, fuck it. I'll go live and address her ass. You never are going to change, are you, Laura? You're never going to make any attempt to ever change and then wonder why you get the same freaking treatment on here that you've gotten for years. I got news for you, Laura. Hey, sweet Caroline. I got news for you. I don't hate Laura. In order to hate someone, I feel like you have to have some sort of feelings towards them. I just can't wrap my mind around Laura. His name is David. Yes, Scout. And whether you believe in God, believe in the power of prayer, believe in good vibes, whatever, send them that young man's way. Send them to David. When I heard you, Laura, I knew you were going to make a fool out of yourself. I knew you were. But I didn't think you would make this big of a fool of yourself. Nobody gives a fuck about your GoFundMe, Laura, okay? Nobody. But I can tell you this, if I had to choose between helping somebody stay in a hotel to be close to their son who's battling cancer, or choose to help somebody who wants to go to Vegas to ease their daughter's heartbreak, I'm going to help the person that's battling for their life. That's just me. I get it, moderator. Now, you if you were in your Patreon and you were, saying, "Hey guys, Sage is really sad and upset over this and we want to take a trip to Vegas and I was just wondering if you guys would like to help us." Whatever. Whatever. I don't really, hate that your daughter's going through what she's going through, Laura. But once again, you find a way to profit off of it, like you've done every trauma in your life. Tiffany hasn't brought that GoFundMe over here because if she had, I would have posted it on my community post. To the best of my knowledge, she hasn't brought that over here. Maybe she dropped a link here or there. I don't know. You couldn't just shut up, Laura. That's your problem. You can't, hey, Sage, you can't just shut the fuck up. You can't. Yeah, that's my real picture. So what you're all talking about? Again, Laura, I tried to come into your chat and address you and tell you, hey, you're getting ready to make a blithering idiot of yourself. But you've got me blocked. And that's okay. You got the right to block me. I've never blocked you. It doesn't matter that 98% of my chat can't stand you. I've never blocked you. But that's okay. You're probably better off leaving me blocked. It is me. It's just, I don't know. I did one of those, I don't know, one of those cartoony things. It is a cartoon, but it's me. But I just couldn't, I can't. Laura, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? That you don't see a difference in you wanting to help your daughter in a situation that is totally temporary. Who put a one in the chat if you've never had your heart broken? Put a one in the chat if your child has never had their heart broken. And Tiffany was so gracious that she said she totally understood the feeling of your child hurting and you not being able to help the hurt. And then you come back and say the shit that you said. Now, Laura, I didn't hear the original of you saying something about Tiffany's GoFundMe. I did hear the karma comment you made, which again, it's a good thing, Laura, that you don't believe in heaven or hell. Because it's a good thing because you're probably not going to be happy with where you're probably going to go. If you don't open your heart and start being more understanding and sympathetic and empathetic to people, then it's probably best that you not even prepare for where you're going. That, in my opinion. Hey, Dragon Balls, who are you? I'm not talking about Lauren. I don't know nothing about that Lauren case. All I know is she says she has a stalker, and other people are saying she doesn't. I don't know nothing about that Lauren lady. I know I didn't care for her coverage on a trial, so I didn't listen to her. I went and listened to Angela instead. You know, if the woman really has a stalker, then I hope he gets taken care of. And if she doesn't, and this is all blown out of proportion, well, she brought it to the internet. What can I say? Hey, Johnny Caddy. Pamela Maltese, are you a therapist? No, I'm just some broke down fat lady. But I'm a broke down fat lady with a big mouth. And a broke down fat lady with a big mouth and a big heart. And I don't usually fuck with Laura. I was in the purple world for a little while, and I figured out real quick, okay, Laura, you're not the kind of person that I want to associate myself with. But what you said, you really made an idiot of yourself, and I hope it was clipped. I'm sure it was. And when it gets thrown back in your face, because I'm sure it will be, not by me, I hope you listen to your own words. If you think for 1 minute that your life, hey, Mrs. Fletcher, that your life and your situation is on the leaderboard in this world, you need to get out of the house more often. You need to turn on the news. Hey, RJP. And I'm sorry, Laura, I'm going to say it. The common person, now I understand not for you, but for people on the outside of your little bubble, there is absolutely no comparison in the GoFundMes. You want a trip to Vegas. Tiffany wants to be by her son's side while he battles for his life. No fucking comparison. Hey, Michelle. Now, I don't know where Tiffany's GoFundMe is. Um, I looked at it one day. I tried to donate to PayPal. It didn't go through, I don't think. And if it did, it wasn't much. But if you can look it up and you want to go donate, feel free. If, times are tough right now. It doesn't matter if you're a single parent, if you're a married couple, if you have an income of two, one, times are tough right now. Things are hard. She said she didn't watch Tiffany's. She was only responding to Corey's. I didn't watch Corey's. I saw where Corey made a post saying that she approves this message and it was Tiffany's video. Are you a lesbian and do you smoke? No, I'm not a lesbian, and yes, I have smoked. Are you looking for a date, Pam? You want to go out? I got some dinner in the crock pot. Right, Brantley? Dang, Pamela's wanting to get her some. Coochie coochie coo. Which, hey, do your thing, Pam. But I'm not. I'm not interested. I know, Bolo. Not even a funny troll. It's so funny. You know what's funny though is I've been called a lesbian so many times on here, as if it's some sort of insult to be a lesbian. Yeah, get her done. I hate when people try to use things that are not insulting as an insult. I have a gay sister, but she's happily married, Pamela. If you want to hit me up in my email, I'll let her know that if she ever divorces her wife, that you're looking for something. That's the best I can do with you, Pam. That's the best I can do for you. I'm a good person. I got a good heart. I'll help you out, girl. You want to get you a little something something? I'll help you out best I can. I know a lot of lesbians. She is. She's hitting on me. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I hope she's old and fat like me. I don't want no competition. But again, Laura, and again, guys, I'm sorry that I drug y'all in here for, a half hour, whatever. But I had no other way to respond to Laura short of texting her and I don't want to. My last text with Laura was not good, was not nice. And I felt like, well, since Laura brought it public and she wants to say stupid shit publicly, then hey, go get her. Then I guess I'll address it publicly. And the fact that no one in your chat, Laura, not one person thought that the shit you were saying was so off the charts that they bothered to correct you. As a matter of fact, somebody wrote in that chat, "We are not like them." You're right. You're not. You're not like us. Because us over here, we have compassion. We have empathy. Now, we're not going to lose any sleep over the fact that you want to go to Vegas, but it might cause somebody to take a few minutes and throw a prayer towards Tiffany and her son. You see how stupid you sound, Laura? Now, you'll probably go live and I don't know what, I mean, God only knows what you'll say about me. I don't know. I don't care. But you'll say, I didn't say that. People are twisting my words. No, there's no twisting it, Laura. You said exactly those words. I didn't know you had to have a dying kid to have a GoFundMe. That's exactly what you said. I'm not twisting anything. I couldn't possibly make it sound any worse than what you said. But you are right, Laura. You do not have to have a sick child to start a GoFundMe. You can most certainly start a GoFundMe for a trip to Vegas. But what you don't get to do is to come on here and act as if your position in life right now can with your daughter is even remotely comparable to what Tiffany is going through with her son. That you don't get to do. Because when you do that, people are going to talk back. And I'm talking back. I don't care that you go live. I don't care what you say about me. I don't give a shit, Laura. Been over that for years. I'm over it. But I really just couldn't believe, and I don't know why, Laura, you actually surprise me every time I click on your channel. Something comes out of your mouth. So many people have lost family members to that disease. Hold on. Sorry, all the dogs came running in on me. But Laura, again, you wonder why. I think you do it on purpose, Laura, because I just don't think anybody can be that cold. I think you do it on purpose. I'm to the point. I think you say this shit on purpose. I don't know if you think you're a shock jock or whatever, but I can tell you that if I, God forbid, was in Tiffany's position right now and I listened to your stream and you referred to my ailing child stricken with cancer as a dying kid, I'm gonna come for you. I'm gonna come hard for you. Hello, Nicole. Hello, unfollowed. I'm gonna come hard for you. I'm pretty sure Tiffany has way more to do, way more on her mind than to come on here and battle with you. You're disgusting, Laura. I know what it's like to go bankrupt because of cancer. You know, Tiffany said in her live today that if this last treatment with David worked, which it didn't. He's got to get back into remission in order to get the bone marrow transplant that he needs. And they have a donor. It's just getting him there to get the transplant. But I heard Tiffany say if this last round would have worked, she and David fully expected to and wanted to get back to work. I know what it feels like. Now, by the grace of God, I haven't had to be the parent of a child fighting for their life, but I know if I were, that I would hope that I could handle it as gracefully and respectfully as Tiffany has with hers. I've had my problems with Tiffany in the past, but she has not come on here. She has not used this this major situation in her world as a shield. She has not used it to go at people, to compare her life to others. She has not used it to raise funds. All she's ever asked for on this platform is prayers. That's all she's ever asked for, Laura. And you come on here and you really honestly try to make, you know what? I try to put myself in your position, Laura. Okay, let's say my son is engaged. He's supposed to be married. The marriage falls apart. He's down and out. He's blue. He's sad. Of course, I want to comfort him. Of course, I want to comfort him. But would I ever think for 1 minute that my son's broken heart is anywhere comparable to a mother sitting at her son's bedside while he receives treatment for a cancer that very well could take his life? I don't get you, Laura. I do not fucking get you. But one thing I do get is the people that do talk about you. Hey, Mona KW. I do get them because so many of the people that talk about you once supported you until they couldn't any longer. And the reason they can't is because of shit like you did today. So I get them. I get where they're coming from. Now, I'll be real curious, Laura, to see how you try to clean up this mess. How you try to say that I twisted your words or somebody sitting in a chat calling you fucking cold hearted and why can't they just leave you alone? Why can't they just go sit the fuck down? Uh, well, they could, but why should they? When have you ever just set the fuck down, Laura? When have you ever just shut your mouth? You claim to a lot. Today would have been the perfect opportunity to do that, Laura. The least you could have done is go listen to Tiffany's video, which I think you did listen to. I think you listened to it and it still pissed you off because your situation in your life isn't the center of attention in this fucking community because nobody is scrambling to you to donate to your Vegas trip over your daughter's broken heart. You could have taken today, Laura, for once and been the bigger person and just shut the fuck. But you never do it. You take every opportunity you can to climb on the victim stand. It's always Laura. Laura never does nothing. Everybody comes for Laura for no reason. And nobody believes it anymore, Laura. I used to think you were the underdog. I used to think that people came at you unjustly until I got inside your inner circle. So, guys, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go back to my Netflix, my crockpot dinner, and I'm going to have a good, clear conscience knowing that every single day since Tiffany came forth talking about David's condition, that I have said a prayer for him. I have sent text messages to Tiffany, checking in, and that's all I was doing today, was going to get an update on David. I wasn't joining in any kind of Laura bash fest. There wasn't one going on. Tiffany just really found it ironic that you would question her GoFundMe for her situation, but then you go and start a GoFundMe for your situation. And I got to be honest with you, I agree with Tiffany on this one. So, guys, if you pray, say a prayer for that young man. If you send good vibes to that young man. If you got a few extra coins, and I know they're not easy to come by anymore, but if you got a few extra coins, go hit up his GoFundMe. And Laura, yeah, Girl, you're a lost soul. You are a lost soul. And I'm really going to piss you off because I'm going to pray for you too. All right, guys. Peace. Have a good rest of your weekend. Remember, Christmas is coming. It comes the same time every year, folks. Try to try not to be like Laura. I don't know what else to say. Maybe look outside of your own bubble and see that there's so much worse going on. And humble yourself. Guys, God bless you. I'll talk to y'all soon. See you around the tubes.